Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Navin, and today we will be looking at the series 500 most expected questions for CAT 2023. And today we'll be doing LRDI. This is the part 7 of the series of LRDI. So, like in every other session, we solve two sets of LR or DI or a combination of them. So today also we're going to look into two sets. Okay, and we are going to also learn as we solve the set as to how to go about a particular set, what are the things that we should actually do. So this is the first set, and I'm going to hide myself so that you guys can see the entire question. Okay, so the set says a tea master was assigned to rate teas from 6 different locations: Munnar, Uti, Darjeeling, Assam and Himachal. These teas were placed in 6 cups numbered 1 to 6, not necessarily in the same order. The tea tester was asked to rate these teas on the strength of their flavor on a scale of 1 to 10. He gave a unique integer rating to each tea. Some other information is given below. So the first one is cup 6 contained tea from Himachal. Tea from Uti got the highest rating, but it was not in cup 3. The rating of tea in cup 3 was double the rating of tea in cup 5. Only 2 cups got ratings in even numbers, and so on and so forth. So there are 7 statements. Now, what you do in such scenarios is you count the number of parameters or the attributes. Okay. So here the number of parameters are, the first one is the location, right? One of them is location. Shouldn't say first one. One of them is location. The next one is the cup numbers, 1 to 6, and then they have the flavor strength on a scale. So strength, or we can say flavor, on a scale of 1 to 10, and they're unique, right? Cup numbers are unique and flavor strength are unique. He gave a unique integer rating to each tea. So flavor strength as in rating. Good. So this is also, we can call it as. So there are 3 parameters here, right? Location, cup and rating. Now out of these 3 parameters, one parameter is going to be something that we have to fill beforehand while drawing the table. So which particular parameter or which particular attribute is the important one? As in every other parameter is going to be related to that parameter. In other words, which parameter is the primary parameter? So primary parameter may be location, it may be cup number, it may be rating. It depends on how the statements are mentioned. So it says cup 6 here, it says cup 2, it says cup 3, it says cup 3, cup 3, cup 5, cup 1. So can we say a lot of statements are talking about the cup numbers? Now, if you talk about location, there is one statement with a location, another statement with a location, no location, no location, no location, no location, then another one with a location, right? So we have less statements that are based out of location. So between location and cup number has a preference, as in wo zyada important hai. Because if we figure out the cup numbers, there are more statements that will help us relate other parameters along with it. Let's talk about rating now. Now the rating is just simply given as highest rating. We don't know what that rating is. It simply says double the rating. Even numbers, even number, higher rating. So the rating values are not given, but rather the rating, what shall I say? The property of the rating is given, as in whether it's an even number, whether it is double of the sum number. So out of all the 3 parameters, cup number is our primary parameter. So we will be drawing a scenario, we will be drawing a table where cup number is going to be fixed. We are going to write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the cup numbers. And then we will write down locations as the next column and rating as the next one. या फिर ये interchange हो सकता है, ठीक है? Parameters का sequence matter नहीं करता. So this is what we have. So I'll write down the cup numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, first statement says cup 6 contain tea from Himachal. So cup 6 ka Himachal, let's write it down. Okay, second one says tea from Uti got the highest rating, but it was not in cup 3. So cup 3 is not the highest rating, right? Cross and highest means not the highest. and it is not from OT as well. Okay. Next, the rating in Cup 3 was double the rating of the tea in Cup 5. So Cup 5 rating, if it was, let's say, X, then Cup 3 rating is going to be 2X. Where 2X is not going to be the highest value. यानी 10 नहीं हो सकता 2X. और 2X अगर 8 भी है, then there are numbers more than 8. And also 2X is going to be even. Doesn't matter what X is. Isn't it? Third statement also done. Fourth one, only 2 cups got ratings in even numbers. Only 2 cups got ratings in even numbers, out of which one is this 2X already. ये already even है. There is one more number which is going to be even. It may be this X or it may be some other number. है ना? ठीक है. Cup 2 got the minimum rating and this rating was an even number. So इसको मिला है minimum as in the lowest rating. And this is going to be even as well. So can we say the two numbers that are going to be even, one is Cup 2 and another is Cup 3 for sure. So having known that, we can very much say that Cup 1 has got an odd rating, odd rating, odd rating and odd rating. So if you talk about the numbers from 1 to 10, which are the ratings of these, 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. We have 5 odd numbers. Out of those 5 odd numbers, we have to place 4 odd numbers, isn't it? So if you are going to place 4 odd numbers such that this is an even number and not the highest. Suppose this is 10. Cup number 3 ka 10 hai. Even number. But 10 is going to be highest, right? We cannot have a number more than that. So we can say that Cup 3 cannot be 10. Next, suppose 8 is Cup 3. If Cup 3 is 8, then the problem is Cup 5 will be 4. ये भी even हो जाएगा. It is not allowed. And since Cup number 3 is 8, we can have a number more than it, as in 9 is a number more than it, isn't it? So we can't have Cup number 3 as 8 because if 2X is 8, X is also even, which is 4, which is not allowed. Okay, next even number we can have is 6. Let's say this is Cup number 3. If this is Cup number 3, then Cup number 5 is going to be an odd number. This makes sense. Next Cup number 3 can be 4. In that case, Cup number 5 is going to be 2. Which is going to be a difficult scenario, right? Because we can't have even number as Cup number 5. The next possibility is Cup number 3 is going to be 2. This is Cup number 3. Then Cup number 5 is going to be 1. So if Cup number 5 turns out to be 1, then Cup number 2, which is minimum, will not make sense. So out of all the possibility that Cup number 3 and 5 can take, there is only one that they will take. Cup number 3 turns out to be, Cup number 5 turns out to be 3 and Cup number 3 turns out to be 2 into 3, which is 6. Now, since 3 is there and we have 2 as the minimum number and that is even, this is supposed to be 2. We don't have any other case. सबसे छोटा number चाहिए और even चाहिए. 3 से छोटा, even, that is 2. Okay. Now, since 6 is the highest number that we have got, right? Then the other numbers that we can have, which is more than 6, could be, so 2 is the minimum number, right? So we can say the odd numbers are 3, 5, 7 and 9, out of which 3 we already have. We need to put in 5, 7 and 9, right? Okay, let's move further now. T in Cup 3 got a higher rating than that in Cup 1. अगर Cup 3 में अगर 6 है, then Cup 1, which is odd, it can only take the rating 5 because 3 is already taken, 6 is already taken. You can't put even value at Cup number 1. So odd में एक ही बचता है, which is 5. Okay. Next statement says the rating of T from Wayanad was more than the rating of T from Munnar, but less than that from Assam. So we know for sure that the ratings that we are talking about is from Cup number 1 to 5, right? So the T from Wayanad, we don't know where Wayanad is, was more than the rating of T from Munnar, but less than that from Assam. तो हमें अब ये Assam और Munnar, where we are going to put, we don't know, right? Let's go through the statements again and see if we missed out on anything. First one says cup 6 contained tea from Himachal. Perfect. Tea from Ooty got the highest rating, but it was not in cup 3. Now, if we use this, can this get the highest rating of 9? No, because this is Himachal, but it says tea from Ooty got it. So, of course, this can't be the highest. So, 4 turns out to be highest, and this one is going to be from Ooty. The moment I get this as 9, the last rating that we are left with is 7. So 7 goes at cup number 6. Okay. So second statement we revisited. We were able to figure out the rating of every cup. Now, third statement, the rating of tea in cup 3 was double the rating of tea in cup 5. Yes, it is. Only 2 cups got ratings in even number. Yes, cup number 2 and 3, 2 and 6. Cup 2 got the minimum rating. Cup 2 got the minimum rating, which is 2. Yes. And this rating was an even number. Perfect. Tea in cup 3 had a higher rating than in cup 1. So 5 and 6. Yes. Perfect. The rating of tea from Wayanad was more than the rating of tea from Munnar, but less than that from Assam. So we don't know where to put them. Right? So इसको अब ऐसे ही छोड़ना पड़ेगा. So the seventh statement we will have to put as the question is going to ask us. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, Jasina, Rudrans and Sonali. So let's move over to the questions. What was the second highest rating given? So the highest rating given is 9. The second highest rating is 7. So 7 is going to be the answer. Okay. What was the number of the cup that contain tea from Ooty? So if you look at the tea from Ooty, the cup number is 4. The rating is 9, but the cup number is 4, right? So number of the cup is 4. Okay. Next, if the tea from Munnar did not get the minimum rating, okay? Tea from Munnar did not get the minimum rating. So let's go to that. If tea from Munnar did not get the minimum rating, so if you look at the seventh statement, okay, I'm going to hide myself again because most probably you guys are not able to see seventh statement. Yeah, the rating of tea from Wayanad. Okay, so if I say that this is increasing rating, so tea from Wayanad was more than that from Munnar, but it was less than that from Assam, right? So the sequence is the Munnar rating will be lowest, then Wayanad and then Assam. So that is the sequence in which the tea ratings will increase. Now, question number 3 says, if the tea from Munnar did not get the minimum rating. So if the tea from Munnar did not get the minimum rating is 2, right? So tea from Munnar gets a rating of 3, right? So this is Munnar. This is out of the equation right now. So 5 and 6 if we need, then 5 goes to Wayanad and 6 goes to Assam. So this turns out to be Wayanad and this turns out to be Assam. So the question asked to us is, what is the rating of tea from Wayanad? It is rating 5. Rating is 5, cup number is 1, right? So answer is B. Next. If cups containing teas from Wayanad and Ooty had consecutive numbers. Okay, so we need tea from Wayanad and Ooty having consecutive numbers. So we will have to erase whatever we wrote before. Okay, so tea from Wayanad and Ooty, they have consecutive numbers. Hold on, does it say Wayanad and Ooty? Okay, cup containing teas, it's not rating. Wayanad and Ooty. So if Ooty is 4, there are 2 possibilities. This could be Wayanad. If 3 is Wayanad, then 2 is going to be Munnar. No, it's not possible, right? Because if 6 is Y0, then we need a rating more than 6, which is not available. So of course, Y0 can't take cup number 3. Y0 will have to take cup number 5. If Y0 takes cup number 5, which has a rating of 3, we are talking about rating, then Assam needs a rating more than 3. So more than 3 rating, it could be 5 or 6. But Munnar's rating is going to be 2 and 2 only, because that's the only number available less than 3 if you're talking about ratings, right? So Assam can take any of cup number 1 or 3. So this is the sequence that we will have. Let's look at question number 4. Which of the following statements may be true? It says cup 5 contains tea from Assam. Well, cup 5 contains tea definitely not from Assam. So first to galat hai. Cup 1 contains tea from Darjeeling. Well, cup 1 can contain tea from Darjeeling, because in that case, cup number 3 will be from Assam. Who knows? So this may be true, right? Tea from Wayanad has got a rating of 6. Tea from Wayanad has got a rating of 6. This is definitely false. And tea from Darjeeling got the minimum rating. This is also false. So B statement is going to be true, right? Okay. So not a difficult one, but we had to be very careful while reading. Are we dealing with cup numbers or are we dealing with ratings? Okay. Whatever was not sure, we had to leave it. We had to go through the statements twice. First time, whatever we were able to fill up the table, we used it. Second wale mein, fir we went through all the statements. Okay. So now, games and tournament, generally, if it is a miscellaneous one, right, not round robin or knockout, they are generally easy. Maximum moderate, generally easy hota hai. But if you get questions from round robin and sometimes knockout, then they are of moderate or higher difficulty level. Okay. But the thing is, miscellaneous ones, they don't have any formula. If there is any formula, they will mention in the question first time, right? But in the case of round robin and knockout, you already know a lot of equations and formulae to calculate a lot of things. Okay, let's look at the next set now. An ATM dispenses exactly rupees 5,000 per withdrawal using 100, 200 and 500 rupee notes. The ATM requires every customer to give her preference for one of the denominations of notes, sorry. So, क्या होता है? It then dispenses notes such that the number of notes of the customer's preferred note denomination exceeds the total number of notes of other denomination dispensed to her. This is important. Suppose I need 5,000 rupees. 5,000 ही देता है ATM, ना कम ना ज़्यादा. And if I give my preference as, let's say, 100 rupees, then 100 rupee ke whatever number of notes I'm going to have, 200 rupee ke whatever notes I'm going to have, and 500 rupee ke whatever notes I'm going to have, the number of notes of 100 rupees should be greater than the number of notes of 200 and 500. Okay. So we can say that 100n plus 200m plus 500p is equal to 5,000. And n is greater than m plus p. So we have three variables, one equality, one inequality. It is very difficult to solve it that way. So it's better to use hit and trial. Because ज़्यादा variables हैं, less equations, right? Okay. Well, let's try if it is possible to use this inequality and equation. Suppose I take care of the two zeros from here. So we can say that n is equal to 50 minus 2m minus 5p. And if we put it here, then this turns out to be greater than m plus p. If we rearrange, we should have 3m plus 6p should be less than 50. Since m and p are now integral values, so can we say that 3m plus 6p can be a maximum of 48? 3 ke table mein 48 is the only number, right? So m plus 2p is going to be 3 हटा देते हैं, so it's going to be 16. So we can have a lot of cases as in m is going to be what value and p is going to be what value. So we can use equations and inequality as well, right? ठीक है. Let's look at the questions and let's decide. First question is, in how many different ways can the ATM serve a customer who gives 500 rupee notes as her preference? So shall we use equations? देखो cases तो दोनों में ही बनाने होंगे, है ना? So let's solve it normally. So we have 100 rupee notes, we have 200 rupee notes, and we have 500 rupee notes. And out of these, 500 rupee notes is given the preference. Bole to, the number of notes of 500 should be greater than the sum of the notes of the other two denominations. And total पैसे भी आपके 5000 होने चाहिए हर बार. So in order to get 5,000 rupees, I'll be like 10 notes of 500 ले लो, इन दोनों के 0 0 ले लो. So this is one possibility. Next is, if I take this as 9, then what will happen? I will have 4,500 rupees. I need 500. So 500 I can get it from only 5 notes of 100 rupees and nothing from 200. Right? So this is one. Or I can get 3 notes of 100 and 1 note of 200. This will also make sense. Or I can get 1 note of 100 and 2 notes of 200. That is also 500. So 4 cases right now. Next, अगर मैंने 8 notes 500 के लिए, so this number of notes of 100 and 200 together should be less than 8, right? So 8 notes of 500 will amount to 4,000 rupees. I need another 1,000 rupees. If I take all notes of 100 rupees, that will be 10. So the number of notes or preference wala logic galat ho jata hai. So if I take 10 and 0, this is wrong, right? So I can't take this as 10. The next one I can do is, if I take this as 8 and this as 1, so that 800 plus 200 is 1000 and that is 4000, 5000. But number of notes abhi bhi kam ho jayenge 500 ke. The next is, if I reduce it by another 2 and if I increase it by 2, sorry, increase it by 1. So 600 plus 400 is 800. Sorry, 600 plus 400 is 1000. But number of notes is still 8 and 8. एक और कम कर लेते हैं. So let's say this is not 6 के बाद 4 आएगा सीधे, and this one will become 3. Now this makes sense, right? 400 and then 600, 1000. Total number of notes of 100, 200 together is 7 notes, while 500 ke we have a total of 8 notes. Next, it will decrease by 2 further. This will increase by 1. So this is another case. It will further decrease by 2 and this will increase by 1. This is another case. So with 8, we can't have more because 100 is exhausted right now. Next possibility is, if we take 7 notes of 500, that is 3,500 rupees. Now I need another 1,500 with less than 7 notes. So if I take even 200 के ना, तो 7 note और 1 note तो लेना ही पड़ेगा, which will not fulfill the condition that 500 rupee note is given as the preference, because the number of notes of 100 and 200 is 8. ज़्यादा हो गया 500 rupee note से, तो 7 पे नहीं वर्क करेगा. जब 7 पे नहीं करेगा, उसके नीचे पे नहीं करेगा. So we get a total of 7 cases. So there are 7 different ways by which the ATM can serve a customer when 500 rupee notes is given as the preference. Okay. Next, if the ATM could serve only 10 customers with a stock of 50 500 rupee notes and a sufficient number of notes of other denominations, what is the maximum number of customers among these 10 who could have given 500 notes as their preference? So आराम से पढ़ते. ATM को सर्व करना है 10 customers को, ठीक है, with a stock of 50 500 rupee notes. So 500 rupee notes मेरे पास 50 है, and sufficient number of notes of other two denominations. So 100 rupee notes मेरे पास infinity है, and 200 rupee notes भी मेरे पास बहुत सारे. Infinity means I have enough. Now question is, if somebody gives the ATM a 500 rupee notes as their preference, मतलब 500 rupee notes का quantity ज़्यादा हो गया as compared to sum of notes of 100 and 200, देन व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स जिनको हम कैटर कर सकते हैं. See, if I need, see, 50 notes of 500 rupees is fixed. If I want maximum number of people whose preference being 500 to be catered, every person should get as many less number of 500 rupee notes as possible. जितना कम लेके जाएंगे उतने ज्यादा लोगों को मिलेगा क्योंकि total number of notes is fixed, right? So if we go to the previous question, so can we say the minimum number of 500 rupee notes that is required to dispense such that 500 rupee notes preference is fulfilled is 8? 8 से कम में 500 rupee notes का preference complete ही नहीं होगा. So if you use that logic, can we say कि इस 50 में से 8 notes whenever it goes to one customer, उसका 500 rupee preference fulfill. Another 8 notes goes to the next customer, 8 notes goes to the next customer. And if this continues, how many customers will I be able to cater out of these 50? 8 plus 8, 8 into 6 is 48, right? So can we say a total of 6 customers at most that we can cater to? अगर 8 की जगह 10 करते तो केवल 5 ही कस्टमर को कैटर कर पाते, right? So maximum 6 customers the ATM can cater with only 50 500 rupee notes, right? So the answer is going to be 6. Next question is, what is the maximum number of customers that the ATM can serve with a stock of 50 500 rupee notes and a sufficient number of notes of other denominations if all the customers are to be served with at most 20 notes per withdrawal? So in this particular question, if you read it carefully, there is no preference discussed. ठीक है, तो हमें क्या करना है कि हमारे पास 50 नोट्स हैं 500 रुपए के, ठीक है, सेम एज द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन, एंड वी हैव सफिशिएंट नंबर ऑफ नोट्स ऑफ अदर डिनोमिनेशंस. अदर मतलब 100 and 200 के. नाउ if you count, if you go to the first one, if you count the total number of notes here, this is 10, this is 14, this is 13, this is 12, this is 15, this is 14, this is 13. Total notes count करोगे तो वो आपको कुछ आता है. Now the question says that 20 notes से ज़्यादा नहीं, the ATM should not dispense, including all the 3 types of notes. Total notes should be 20. And we are going to have 500 notes के 50 notes. So कितने लोगों को दे सकते हैं at most, right? Maximum number. So at most how many customers can get? So in order to understand this, let's think कि 100, 200 और 500 के random checks कर सकते हो आप, ठीक है? And later on you will realize कि oh, why is this only working out and why not others? For example, since preference is not discussed, ऐसा भी हो सकता है ना कि 50 नोट 100 के दे दो. If I give 50 notes of 100 rupees, then somebody will get 5,000 rupees, right? And that person must have given the preference of 100 rupee notes. But the thing is, total number of notes exceed 20. ये गलत है. Same way, if I say that टोटल जो है आप 200 रुपी नोट से दो, केवल 200 के नोट से दो. In order to make 5,000 we need 25 notes. No, this will again exceed 20 notes. So it means we have to form a combination such that total number of notes remain less than 20. 20 तक भी चलेगा. So in order for that, if we look at the options, तो वहां से भी देख सकते हैं कि 50 notes अगर मैं लेके चलूं कि 10 लोगों को दिया जा सकता है, या फिर मैक्सिमम पूछ रहे हैं ना, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद 16. इफ 16 पीपल कैन गेट दोस 50 500 रुपी नोट्स, कैन वी से दे कैन गेट 3 नोट्स ऑफ 500 ईच. 2 बच जाएगा पर वो मेरा कंसर्न नहीं है. ओके, सो 1500 इज डन, वी आर लेफ्ट विद 2500. सो फॉर 2500, if we need to minimize the number of notes, I'll be taking this as 12. 2400 plus 1. Total number of notes is 16. And total amount is 1500, 2400 and 100, which will give us, अच्छा नहीं, ये हो गया मेरा 4000, मेरा 5000 करने का है ना. Sorry, it's not going to be 12. 1500. So we need how many more? 3500. So we need 17 of those. You know? 17 into 2 is 3400. This is 500. 1500. This is 4900 plus another 100. So I need one node of this. If we count the total number of nodes, it exceeds 20. It's 21. ये नहीं कर सकते. So obviously 16 is not the answer. Next is what if we take 4 nodes? If we take 4 nodes, this is 2000. I need another 3000 rupees. तो इसके 15 ले लेते हैं. And इसका एक भी नहीं लेते. So can we say total nodes will remain 19 and the total amount will become 5000? Which perfectly falls under the two conditions. Maximum number of people should be able to get it, and maximum nodes is 20. So if I start giving 4 nodes of 500, कितने लोगों को जाएगा? 500 by 4, sorry, 50 by 4, no? 50 by 4, which is going to be 12 people. So 48 nodes out of 50 nodes will be dispersed. 2 nodes still left, but with 3 nodes पे जब number of total nodes is more than 20, तो 2 पे तो और भी होगा ही होगा, right? Because one node of 500 rupees, which amounts to 500, now has to be made up using 100 and 200. So the number of nodes required will be more. एक की जगह ज़्यादा ही नोट लगने वाला है क्योंकि डिनोमिनेशन की वैल्यू कम हो गई. So at most 12 customers can get less than or equal to 20 notes with out of total 5,500 rupee notes. Okay? So C is the answer. Next one. What is the number of 500 rupee notes required to serve 50 customers with 500 rupee notes as their preference and another 50 customers with 100 rupee notes as their preference if the total number of notes to be dispensed is the smallest possible? So सबसे पहले करते हैं कि 50 customers with 500 rupee notes as their preference. So 100 rupee, 200 and 500 rupee note, and the preference given is to 500. We need to minimize the total number of notes, isn't it? तो चलते हैं पहले वाले क्वेश्चन को जो सॉल्व किया था. If I want the minimum number of notes, so this is 10 notes, this is 13, this is 14 notes, this is 15 notes, this is 12 notes, this is 13 notes, this is 14 notes. Can I say 500 rupee preference में सबसे कम notes dispense होगा वो 10 होगा, उससे कम नहीं हो सकता. So 10 notes. So we say if there are going to be 10 notes of these and none of these, then one customer 5,000 rupee amount the ATM can dispense using 500 rupee note as the preference. We need 50 customers. So can we say 500 note चाहिए? 500 rupees की. We need 500 notes. For each customer 10 notes. So for 50 customers 500. Okay. Next scenario is 100 rupee notes as their preference. Okay, 50 customers with 100 rupee notes. पहले 100 rupee notes पे ध्यान देते हैं. So if we need 100 rupee notes as their preference, that means the number of notes of 100 rupees should be most as compared to the number of notes of the other two. Now this part we haven't solved. Since we have to minimize the number of notes, so can we say कि 200 को ignore करते हैं? We need only 100 and 500 के notes. So 100 का अगर मैंने 5 note ले लिया, 500 इधर हो गए, and 500 के if I take 7 notes, that is not 7, sorry, 9 notes. So if we take 9 notes of 500 and 5 notes of 100, so what we will get is total number of notes of 100 is less than 500, isn't it? Amount तो आपका 4500 plus 500 5000 बनेगा. So in order to make it better, let's reduce number of 500 by 1. So इसको 8 ले लेते हैं. That's 4000 and we will need 10 of them for 100. Such that the number of notes of 100 is more than the sum of the notes of the other two. 10 is greater than 0 plus 8. 100 rupee preference हो गया. and the minimum number of notes total is minimum. इससे कम नहीं कर पाएंगे, right? Because if I make that as 8, तो वो उधर गड़बड़ है, and if I change 500 rupees into 100 and 200, the number of notes will anyways increase. Now I need 50 customers for this also. So if I need 50 customers for this, so 8 into 50, I will need another 400 notes of 500. मेरे को केवल 500 rupee notes count करना है. So can we say a total of 900 notes is required so that we can cater 50 customers who has put in 500 rupee note as their preference, and another 50 customers who have put 10 rupee note as their preference, 100 rupee note as their preference, such that total number of notes dispensed is minimum. So total notes will turn out to be 900. So answer is going to be C. Okay. So both of these sets are very recent sets that have appeared in CAT. So this is the closest that we can get to CAT, isn't it? So everybody please meet CAT 2022 toppers. You can be one among them. All you have to do is join our comprehensive program. Okay, these are all the takeaways, including a lot of mocks, a lot of sessions, doubt clearing, books, GDPI and VAT preparation. You can also avail the facility of tablet wherein you can watch these sessions and send the doubts, solve the questions. In order to join this the batch, you can write a scholarship test wherein you can avail up to 90% scholarship. The test date is 11 a.m. on 28th of May. Make sure that you register for this. The registration link is given in below as well as in the chat. On 30th of May at 7 p.m. Mr. Saral is going to take a session as why you should start your CAT preparation right away. You shouldn't delay it any day further. Okay. Whatever queries you have about your work experience, or if you're working, if you want to take a switch, if you want to quit, if you're in college, about your profile, about your resume, you can talk all of that with him. Okay. Make sure that you register for this also. Limited seats are available. And starting from 6th of April, since 6th April, we have been taking this session of 500 most expected CAT questions. For example, today we took LRDI. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel and press that bell icon so that you do not miss on any session. And if you can get in touch with us over YouTube, you can follow us on Instagram, you can like our Facebook page, you can join our Telegram channel, and you can download our app from Google Play. The link to all of this is given in the description below. I'll see you guys very soon. Until then, take care. Thank you. And in case you guys haven't liked the video, make sure that you like and share it with your friends. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.